We have to do this every year.
Nearly fell off.
No, jump. Come on, do it. Just do it. I'm right here, I'll catch you. Let's go. Come on. Come on, just do it. Go. That's it. It's that. Go on, go. Go, I'm right here. Yes! Well done. Swim to the left. So we are at anchor. This is the cove. Looking into it and looking out of it. We've got, allegedly, a 20 knot westerly coming in. This is as good a bet as any, I think. It's quite low lying, the land. It's quite low lying, but it is to the west at least. I'm anchored in, I think the anchor is in about 3 to 5 metres of water. I've got 25 metres of chain out and 15 in reserve, so we'll see. Seems to have held well though. What do you think, Karina?
Good.
Yeah, it'll be alright. Yeah, I didn't film the crossing this time. God knows I've filmed that often enough, haven't I? So we'll just do a bit of a tour. We're going to do Goo on that side and St Agnes. Goo and St Agnes today. And see what we can find. Castle, go to the castle, come on. Old Grimsby. Green Bay is just around the corner, or Green Porth actually, just around the corner. There's Westerly Way. Green Porth then. Teen, I think? No, St Helens. Teen and St Martin's. In fact, you just see Great Bay across there in St Martin's. That's where we're going tomorrow. Incredible place. So we've got a bit of a westerly coming in. We're at Old Grimsby here, where the holding is mixed. A lot of kelp beds. You can never really be sure whether you're in the sand or in the kelp, but I've just seen a big Halberg Rassie pull their anchor up with just a massive load of kelp on it. That's all it's holding. Something to remember with Old Grimsby is you're sheltered from the sea state in a westerly or a southwesterly, but you are not sheltered from the wind. So we're getting pretty windy here, and it's going to get obviously much worse than this. So I think, given that for the past 3 days the weather report has looked exactly the same, this is going to be southwest and under 20 knots, so it's not going to be horrendous. But still 20 knots from the southwest, you won't be in the wrong place, do you? We're going to motor around to St Martin's Bay now and drop the hook. and hopefully get a good night's sleep. Probably my favourite anchorage on the whole of the Isles of Scilly is St Martin's Bay, or Great Bay, St Martin's. In the right weather, it's absolutely beautiful here. Those are the Eastern Isles, that's where we're going to be anchoring shortly, hopefully. It's so rugged here and wild, isn't it? Look at that. Dirty great rocks stick up out of the sea. It's nice to meet you on a foggy night. Look at that. After a gripping holiday, it's been a great time. We are leaving the Scillies. I must be honest, I don't think I've ever had a better departure window for the Scillies. So we were anchored in the Eastern Isles overnight, which is right on the edge there, ready to jump off and go across to the mainland. We have a north wind, sort of north-northwest really, which is perfect. So wind on the beam all the way there, that's going to be all day long. The tides are right, it's a lovely day. It's going to be a fast trip, I think. We're heading straight to Helford. At the moment it's saying hours for that, 12 hours. I bet we'll do it in less than that. Lovely. For hours. It's great. Fast trip. St Michael's Mount is there, right there. Just sort of about a third of the way through. Penzance Bay. Mount Bay. an interesting day. It's a very good wind, fast run. The engine has stopped pumping water, so the alarm went off when I started it. In the entrance to the Helford, in fact it was about 2 miles before the entrance to the Helford. The wind is predicted to freshen. We've got 20 knots already. I've got a reef in and a reef in the Genoa, and I'm going to try and come to anchor under sail. This will be a laugh. Oh, into the sun, by the way, so I can't even see where I'm going. You know, it never rains when it pours, does it? It would be a lovely evening otherwise. And of course, on the tablet there's only 8% battery left. Well, there was when I checked. So that will probably fail just as I'm coming up to anchor. It's one of those... a couple of boats already in the little anchorage. Sail down. And see what happens. Oh God, it's roasting. So I've just got back from this year's trip to Scilly with my daughter. And whilst I don't usually promote things on my channel, this book has changed my trip to the Scillies this year. So this is Harbours and Anchorages of Scilly. It's by David Eastburn and Tim Good. I've only got one hand, so I can't really show you the whole thing, but it's got drone pictures of anchorages, hotspots, all sorts of things. So, if you want to know where this rope swing is, or this tranquil anchorage in a howling westerly. Beautiful. Or fishing hotspots like this. Then you need this book. Now I am preparing for my next adventure this year, and that is going to be a trip to Alderney and possibly the other Channel Islands if I have time. I'm going to leave Saturday for that, so that'll be the next video. Thanks for watching.